my spot. She doesn't care. Anyways, hello there. We're just gone down for a nap and it is lunchtime. And he has not had lunch yet, so... Do you see him? Get away. I wanted to talk about some points that I believe make me a minimal mum, if that's what we're gonna call it. So yeah, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. So I'm gonna start talking to you whilst I put on some makeup. Even if you're not practicing minimalism or anything like that, I think these tips are actually quite good for a mum either way. Or even like just a person, to be honest. Anybody can have these tips and use them. But because your life is so chaotic as a mum, the last thing you want is for your house to be chaotic too. And I guess the first point I want to talk about is that I feel like your mindset is so important when it comes to living a clutter-free life. So that whole mindset of needing to constantly buy is such a negative. Negative for keeping your house nice and clutter-free, negative for your finances. Like, it's tough out there. It's tough being an adult, and it's tough with like struggles of money. Like, we don't have a massive income. We as a family don't have a massive disposable income just to kind of buy whatever. We've got to really think about our money, and so having this like mindset of just spending for spending's sake is just not really working. If you're able to completely do a 180 and think, I don't need to buy this right now, or even, is there something that I could use that I already have that would serve the same purpose? For example, I have a bit next to my sink in the kitchen where, you know, you've got the sponges and the soap dispenser and the brushes and stuff. Got that there, and I was like, you know what I would really love? I would love to buy a really cute holder for all this stuff. Keep it all nice together. It would look really freaking cute. I was like starting to think on it, like, do I really want to spend £10, £15 on a holder for a sponge and a brush? Not really. I've got other things that are much more important that I spend that £15 on. So instead, I looked in my cupboards in the kitchen and I found, let me go show you, got these little glass bowls. I found I wasn't really using them, and then I was like, oh, these would be great to hold my sponges. Sorry for the gross sponge. You can clean them super easily. Does it look the cutest? No. But does it work? Has it saved me money? Absolutely. You don't need everything to look cute. Like, who cares about where your sponge is for your dishes? Like, who cares? First of all, do not mind the messy kitchen. It is just another day of being a human being. Just made this. I just need to put it in the oven. It's a chicken and spinach top tart. So I'm gonna do that now. Anyways, yes, also, only keep what you need to have, like, basic, simple concept, only keep what you use, right? I think it's just it's such a natural thing though that you bring things into your home, even if you don't realise you're bringing things into your home. You know, whether it's you, your partner, you buy things for your baby, for your dogs, birthdays, Christmases, there's always opportunities for things to come into your house. So it is up to you to go through those things and donate, get rid of, repurpose, reuse those things that you are no longer using. You know, the less things you have, the less things you need to tidy, the less things you need to worry about. Roy is a constant declutter because he's obviously getting bigger and his clothes don't fit him anymore. He's outgrown toys. I like to every now and then tackle the bits that my brain niggles me at even when I'm not in the house. Those are the areas I know I need to tackle. So I guess another way that I... Hi everybody, how are you? You're distracting because you're too sweet. Is sticking to a budget. We don't have a massive income, so we really got to like think about what we are buying. And what I've been doing recently is I bought a binder with a bunch of sleeves, and I will take out a certain amount of money every single month, like a big chunk of my paycheck, and divvy out everything. So I know what my budget is for the food shop for the week. If I need to buy anything for Rory, he's got his own. For Winnie, her food, everything that I pay for is used with cash for the most part. There is like some bills like epidemic sound, my contact lenses, my glasses, other stuff that is like direct debits. That comes out of my card still, but I try not to tap. That's the problem. Tapping has become so easy. It can be a really slippery slope to just buy the cute stuff. But when you have physical money, you see it go. You see the paper notes turn into coins and the coins turn into smaller coins. So it's a really good way to really think about what you're spending your money on. Do you really need it? I also like to, if I see something I like, unless I absolutely need it, I will not buy it. And then if I'm still thinking about it the next week or the week after that, I will then go ahead and buy it because I actually do want it. It will serve me somewhere. So it is the end of the day. My makeup has been picked off and Rory is eating his dinner. So if you hear the... But that brings us to our final point. Tidying up as you go. Because I have a toddler, keeping things tidy and like tidying as I go along throughout my day helps massively when it comes to the end of the day. It's not this big massive mess that I've got to deal with at the end of the day. It's a little mess. It's a little mess. Like for example, he's not eating. You can see I've got some dishes to do whilst he's eating. I will clean the dishes. So I do that whilst he's eating because that means when I'm finished and when he's finished, I'm able to go into the living room with him. It's also really helpful, like if I know I'm about to go leave the house, I put all away of his toys. They're not organized, they're not put away properly, they're all in a bin because he's gonna come back again and he's gonna want to take them all out again. So I don't put them away and organize them, I just quickly dump them in a basket, put the basket on the shelf, and I can easily grab that down and bring it back down again. That takes 5 minutes. That's it. Like if it's gonna take 5 minutes, just do it. Future you, thank you. I don't do these every single day perfectly. Hell no, I'm not a robot. I'm a mom, I'm a busy mom, non-stop moving mom. But these are all just tips that I like to keep in my brain and I practice very regularly. Be gracious with yourself. If you have a bad day, you don't have to do everything. Nobody does everything. Nobody, okay? Nobody. So give yourself grace. I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick and informative video. I hope it was informative. I hope you have learned something or decided to take on some of these tips. Yeah, anyways, he is currently crazy, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!